I have to tell you that we had our 8th annual Father's Day Fatherhood and Men's Conference last night, and it was the best. Out of all the 8, each year they are getting better and better and better and better and better and better and better. And last night was absolutely amazing. Everybody and their daddy and their children showed up, and from Arizona, Nevada, and somewhere else, and all around the LA area. It was really, really an amazing Father's Day conference. And I learned a lot. I realized so much from that last night. It was amazing. So thank you guys. It was really amazing. And also to the ladies that helped put it together. The flowers, the whole setup. So thank you, ladies. You put that lady touch on it, and it made it really, really nice. And we don't take that for granted. One of these good old days, when the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, we're going to have a conference for ladies, too. Yeah. We have done that before in the past, but it kind of went away. But we'd love to come back. We had our first, a repeat of we started up again the women's forums on Thursday nights, the third Thursday. And wasn't it amazing the other night? It was something else. So hopefully that'll lead to something else and something else and something else. What else? Oh, I was thinking about how sad, how blind men are today. And it's kind of sad. And it's sad because they can't see. And all the unnecessary suffering that's happening, just suffering, immature, lack of growth, and it's just really, really sad. There was a guy that I've been counseling with. He was there last night, and I didn't point him out or anything. I don't want to point him out now, but it was sad to see him because he's like 59 years old and he's still living with his mother. And he hates his mother, so he can't get away from her. And now his mother dying, and he feels stuck even more so because he feels too guilty to leave her. I was like, I would pack my bags and be gone. Throw mama from the train. Would you? If my mother had made me guilty and I stayed with her all my life, and I'm thinking that I'm going to leave when she turned 50, and then she gets sick, and now I think, I'm gone. She'd be calling my name, Jesse, where are you? I need some water. I'll be gone. But it was absolutely amazing. Today is Father's Day, and I don't know if I want to start out with my little thing, or any questions about anything, or comments, or anything.
I was just going to comment how families have a way of holding you down, and you should be wary of that. They don't do it on purpose, but the people who love you the most often hold you back the most. They kind of have this thing where they guilt you about leaving the family. They tell you that they want you around and they love having you around, and that in turn, if you look at what it does, it holds you back from your ambitions in life, even though they have good intentions.
That's right.
They kind of put you in cold storage.
That is so true, man.
And you don't want to be in cold storage your whole life.
That's right. And I think that parents mean well, and most of the time it's from the mothers, but I think they might mean well. But if you can't set your children free once they become an adult, I don't know how you think that's good. You know, once they become 18 years old, especially the boys, they need to be gone. Every boy, every male that is, well, not every, because some situations you can't help, but every male that's lived with their mother after 18 is a sissy. So all the men who are still at home, you're a girl. Because real men don't stay home. How you stay home? You know, what do you do every day at home with your mama? How do you wake up in the morning knowing that you're waking up in mama's house and you're grown? And there are some guys who are like dating and they live at home with mama and have no shame. None. Let me do this. Yes, online.
This is from Caroline. But Jesse, then what is the proper way to take care of one's parents when they get older? Because you told him to move to Florida.
Oh, far away.
When they're really
Far farther away. I was talking to a guy this morning about his father. His father's like really mean. He's old and mean. And I'm like, well, how do you feel about the way your father is so mean? He said, I just want to kill him. I just feel like knocking him down. Something like that. And I'm like, I sure understand. But I said, you just need to get away from him. You need to move on. But what happens is, to answer Caroline's question, when we forgive, our parents for what they've done, and God forgive us, then you see the right way to love your parents. You see the right way to love everybody, and you see what to do and what not to do. So you can't plan in advance of what to do because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. But what you should do is overcome the anger that you have for them, then you can see what to do. Because one situation today might call for an action that the same situation might not call for the same action tomorrow. And so when you love God with all your heart, soul, and might, you live moment to moment, and whatever has happened, you deal with it accordingly. And that's the way to do it. The way to honor your parents is just don't hate them. Don't be angry at them. And then you will see how to love them. Yes?
Somehow Esteban is asking, what if you're 18?
Who's Esteban?
My wife, probably.
Yeah,
Oh, your
probably.
wife. Mrs. Esteban. Hi,
Yeah.
Mrs. Esteban.
It's for real. What if your 18-year-old is in college and living at home? Is that okay?
No. Make them get a job and get an apartment. No. Make them get a job and get an apartment because they'll grow up stronger, earning their way and making their way happen. So no. Let them go. You have an 18-year-old?
No, but we've talked about
Oh.
when he gets 18, and I'm like, you gotta go. She said, well,
I'm sorry. Come over here.
yeah, no, my son's 13, but we've talked about when he's 18, if he decides to go to college, then is he going to be in debt? All this stuff that we don't even know might not even happen.
Right, that's
so,
right.
And so I'm like, for me, it's like, no, he goes out on his own, whether he's going to go do a business, go
Thank
work,
you.
or if he's going to go to college.
Yeah.
It's his choice. And the Lord will help him get through that. As for me, my job, is, I guess, is kind of done, where he's
Yes.
trying to go,
Once he's 18, you're done.
Yeah, so I guess her point is, she tells me, is we're trying to help him by not letting him, so he doesn't go so far in debt. I said, well, he doesn't have to choose to go in debt.
That's right.
So, I mean, that's but it's just a...
Listen to your husband, Mrs. Esteban. He's telling you the right thing. I just realized something too. One of the greatest mistakes that parents make is when they plan their children's lives. I'm going to train you to go to college. I'm going to train you to be this or that. You're taking them off course of their natural life, and you're traumatizing them. And then they're like little robots. They grow up and they go to college, and then they hate you afterward. And they're miserable. I know so many people who've gone to college because their parents trained them like little apes to be that way. And now they're depressed. They are on medication, and they hate their parents for that. Because that might not have been God's plan for them. God may have something else. Maybe they want to be a plumber or something, or a cotton picker, or, But out of the parents' own insecurity, they train them to be little college robots. And now they're unhappy. What parents should do is get rid of that anger and be a living example morally and spiritually for your children, and God will guide them in whatever He wants them to do. He really will, and then they'll be happy and they'll love you for it. But so many parents have trained their children to go to college. And some of the worst people on this side of of heaven, have degrees. They've gone to college and they're dumb as a doorknob, unhappy, stressed out, and it's the parents' fault because they took them off their natural course of life. God has a plan for everybody. As long as you keep that straight and narrow, your gift will find you, and you'll be just fine. Because your son might not want to go to college. He might want to do something else in life. He already has this gift inside of him, and it'll just grow if you stay away from it. You shouldn't be planning like that for this boy to go to. Don't let them plan your college stuff, all right? You just do what's right, have fun, work hard, treat people the way you would like to be treated, speak up for yourself, and you'll have the best life. You really will. And don't be mad at your parents when they argue or when mama's trying to take over your life. You tell her to back off. Just say, back off, mama. Oh, I'm going to tell daddy. All right? And don't be angry. And I'm telling you, you'll have the best life. You really will. So leave this boy alone. And listen to your husband. God said every time the man listens to the woman, he suffers. Isn't that something?